Isn't this spectacular? Just so beautiful. This is an image of the Ring Nebula M57 taken with the James Webb Space Telescope recently released. It's just marvellous, a feast for the eyes to look at. Now the Ring Nebula is probably the archetypal example of what's known as a planetary nebula. Got nothing to do with planets. A planetary nebula is the end stage of a star, much like our Sun, a sort of small to medium sized star. As it comes to the end of its life, it runs out of fuel, it starts to pulsate, and as it does that, it throws off layers of gas, hot material that is floating off and drifting off into space, and of course is being illuminated from the inside by the fading star. So the inner part of the nebula is filled with hot gas, and then we have these rings of much cooler gas. And what James Webb is showing us here is tiny little dense clumps of very cool gas, like containing molecular hydrogen. And then further out, we've got about 10 or so concentric, fainter rings of material, and the structure of those seems to have been created by the interaction between the dying star and a companion star. So astronomers love to look at these kind of things because it helps us to understand what's going on with these stars as they come to the end of its life. How does that contribute material back into space, and where does this material come from? Just to mention, this one is actually credited to two of my ex-colleagues who used to work at UCL when I was doing my PhD.